and that's how he told me to put the money in the dumpster. FBI gave me bait money.
Williams was captured and later convicted of kidnapping and involuntary manslaughter. Jason's body was found in a shallow grave near the playground at the Powell Crosley YMCA.
This is all I got left of Jason. I scraped this off the slabs of rocks he was buried under.
A small lock of Jason's hair is all Bob has to remember his son.
I got the life sentence. Williams needs to at least do his 50 years.
In December, Williams will be up for parole after serving 42 years of his 50-year sentence. And to ensure he remains behind bars for the full sentence, the Evers collect signatures and letters to petition the parole board every time Williams is up for parole.
Every 5 years, hit to relive it. It stays fresh in your mind. You relive it every time we have to do this petition.
I won't quit fighting, so there's always going to be somebody in this family who is going to fight.
Now, letters to the parole board and signatures on that petition must be done by November 30th. If you are interested in signing that petition, simply head over to Fox19Now.com. Reporting live downtown with photojournalist Philip Krinsky, I'm Chancellor Wynn, Fox 19 Now.
Chance, thank you. New at 10, a man who was first accused of killing his wife in Dearborn County is now behind bars in Hamilton County. Investigators say Mohammed Mondal shot and killed his wife Stacy in front of their 2 children a year ago. They say it happened in a car while they were driving from their home in Indiana to Ohio. After the shooting, investigators called Mondal. He called a neighbor saying he accidentally shot his wife. Prosecutors say she was shot 6 times. She was taken to the hospital in Lawrenceburg, which is where investigators thought she died. However, an expert for the defense found that it's likely Stacy died in the car within seconds of being shot, meaning she died in Hamilton County. So that's where he will be tried. Today, a judge set his bond at $2 million. He will be back in court next week. Traffic is still an issue with the southbound lanes of I-471 closed for repairs.
It took me over a half hour tonight. It usually takes me, honestly, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's probably driving you crazy too. So that fire beneath the Big Mac Bridge is going to keep things shut down indefinitely, causing a lot of trouble for us above, and especially all the people that are going to be leaving the Billie Eilish concert tonight.
I know. Brady Williams joins us live from the Toyota Storm Tracker. How's things looking?
Well, I'll show you how things are looking right now. It's actually not that bad. I don't think that concert has let out just yet. We're starting to see some traffic in the northbound lanes here so far, but that does just mean that things are going to pick up here in probably just a little bit. That concert started at 7, so I would expect that to let out soon here. We were seeing issues all afternoon, though. We ended up towards Springdale, and that took us around an hour to even get back down towards downtown Cincinnati. These kind of things are expected to continue throughout the area. We spoke with both ODOT and the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, who gave updates on what this is going to look like for the future.
The contractors are pouring the footings that will create that foundation for those structural supports.
Kathleen Fuller with the Ohio Department of Transportation says the concrete will cure over the next 72 hours before shoring towers can be installed on top of them. Those started their journey toward the tri-state Friday night. Once those towers are up, they can really get a look at the damage, and then you can finally expect a timeline for these repairs. In the meantime, on the Kentucky side of things, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet shared that their engineers are surveying traffic patterns. The data they collect will be used to time stoplights to hopefully make everyone's trip a bit smoother. In the meantime, expect delays, plan ahead.
Maybe not think so much about what is considered typically the shortest in time, but look at the map as a whole and how to reroute yourself kind of around those most congested areas.
And the other thing you could try to do is try to plan around the most congested times for this. You know, events are something that they've all highlighted here. Next week's Cincinnati Bengals game is going to be an issue. This concert is expected to be an issue probably in the next half hour or so, as well as Cyclones games or music concerts at the Brady Center. In fact, we're actually seeing a little bit more traffic headed towards 71. This is the preferred workaround for most of this, so most traffic is going to kind of funnel into this area for the foreseeable future. But yeah, even if you're not a fan of the Cyclones or the Bengals or something like that, you may want to take a look at those schedules and just keep that in mind as you try to plan your trips here. Make sure you're going slow, you're being patient. For now, live in Cincinnati with photojournalist Chris Waldman, Brady Williams, Fox 19 Now.
All right, I got more bad news. Another traffic alert we want to pass along. Sorry. 470, or part of I-74 is going to be shut down on the weekend. ODOT says the westbound lanes are closed from the 75 exits to the Beekman Street overpass. It's for maintenance, they say, routine. The closure started at 9. It's going to last all weekend, opening up around 5 a.m. Monday. So if you're headed that way, ODOT suggests taking State Route 126 and I-275 as the detours. Work yourself around the long way.
Yeah. That's
Or
the
you
last
might be
thing
better
we do.
off because, I mean, just what's worse, going all the way around the long way or just sitting in traffic?
I
walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Jeez.
you got no choice. And there's no timetable for the Big Mac, which is driving me crazy.
Well, and for people coming in for the Pete Rose Memorial on Sunday, if you come in 74, remember you're going to have to find a different way on the way back out. So it's going to be a mess this weekend. Right now, we're looking at our downtown Cincinnati Chamber of Commerce shot. And you can see there's quite a bit of traffic heading southbound on the Taylor Southgate Bridge. That's unusual for now. 52 right now. Temperatures dropping off into the upper 30s and lower 40s overnight. We've got some high thin cloud cover out there, so clear to partly cloudy. This is the system that's coming our way, and most of the day Sunday looks like it's going to be wet. We'll time that out coming up here in a few minutes. Here are the temperatures right now. It's 41 in Hamilton, 44 at Lunken, 52 at CVG, 55 in Oxford, and similar temperatures around the area. By 7 a.m., we're looking at upper 30s to lower 40s. High cloud cover out there. This makes it look like it's really thick cloud cover, just high cloud cover. And so a chilly start to the day with filtered sunshine in the forecast. So overnight down to 41 degrees. Officially, sunrise is at 7:13. I'll have more on all those events going on this weekend when I come back.
A Claremont County man accused of killing one of his 4-month-old daughter. They were twins, appearing in court today. Investigators say that Andrew Kammerer called 911 earlier this week, saying that his daughter wasn't breathing. He claimed she fell off of a changing table while he was changing her diaper. The baby died at the hospital. Police say that his story just wasn't adding up because medical professionals said that her injuries were not consistent with a little fall. The other twin baby was examined by doctors and they found signs of previous injuries. He was indicted on 10 charges, included aggravated murder, felonious assault, and endangering children. And his bond was set at $5 million, facing life in prison.
A Brown County man has been indicted on 50 child porn charges. Georgetown police say they started investigating 78-year-old Larry Gantz in February after getting a tip. They eventually got a search warrant and seized several electronic devices. Police say they found numerous sexually explicit pictures of children as young as 5. They also found other downloads and searches related to child porn. He is being held in the Brown County Jail without bond. A close race in northern Kentucky is now headed for a recount.
The results will determine if Democrats are able to hang on to their very last House seat in the region. Incumbent Rep. Matt Lehman, who is a Democrat, barely edged out Republican challenger Terry Hatton for Kentucky District 67. The district covers parts of Campbell County, including Newport, Bellevue, and Dayton. And he won that district, guess what, by 30 votes. That is less than 0.5% margin. And in Kentucky, with that small of a margin, it's an automatic recount. The machine recount will be completed within the next couple weeks.
What does she talk about that's not public right now?
Local teacher on paid leave for social media posts what parents say she is saying online.
Plus, part of a memorial goes missing, why the family says it's so important, and how much money they're offering to get it back.
Those are our heroes, and we want to make sure that we take good care of them.
A local dentist offering free dental services for veterans on Veterans Day. What he says inspired his mission, and how the Bengals are getting involved.
Fox 19 Now, sponsored by Gilkey Windows. Come and see your windows and patio doors custom made in our factory showroom. Always local, always now. Tricia Mackey, Rob Williams, and Chief Meteorologist Steve Horsemeyer. You're watching Fox 19 Now.
At the end of the day, she wanted views. Well, she got them.
Wanda, high school teachers on paid administrative leave pending an investigation into social media posts that she allegedly made on school property.
Now, the district has not identified the teacher, and Oxford police have not released any details either. While the district is not saying much, several parents say they've seen a video that was posted on TikTok. We spoke with some of those parents today who say it looks like the video was filmed in her classroom. They claim the teacher says men who voted need to be given bracelets identifying if they voted blue or red, and anyone who did not vote blue should be deemed unsafe.
Well, this has been a pattern of just poor behavior.
What she communicated to our students, I don't think there's any place for it, and I think she should be terminated.
The parents we spoke with say they also took issue with other videos they say the same teacher posted, but tell us those were filmed off school property.
It's not a helmet that somebody else could use, that it is from a memorial, and that it means a lot to our family.
A Claremont County woman is asking for your help after she says a helmet was stolen from her son's memorial, or maybe taken. 5 years ago, Tyler James died in a motorcycle crash on Ohio Pike near Amelia. A memorial was set up where that crash happened and has been there ever since. And his mom says that memorial is made up of a variety of items, including this motorcycle helmet that was signed by his loved ones. And when she went to visit the memorial, the helmet was gone.
I like coming here, but I don't like leaving because I feel like I'm leaving him behind. I just hope that they feel a little bit of a guilty conscience and they bring it back.
She says it's not the first time the helmet's been taken from the memorial. She says someone did also do the same thing, tried to sell it to a store in the past, but they got it back. Since word got out about being missing, 2 helmets have been placed on the memorial, but the family says the original one just can't really be replaced. A $500 reward is being offered for the helmet's return. The family says they don't want to get anybody in trouble. They won't ask any questions. They just want the helmet back.
The TSA spoke at CBG today, urging travelers to get their real ID before they start enforcing it. Travelers will need compliant license or state IDs by May 7th of next year. The Ohio BMV says about 5 million residents have one so far in the state. In Kentucky, it says only about 30% of people in the Commonwealth have one.
Like many states, we're anticipating a rush as we approach the federal deadline, and there's some real concerns nationwide about capacity. So we really encourage people to think ahead about what their individual needs are and to gather the documents required ahead of time to make sure the process is as quick and easy as possible.
Now, I know some of you say you never plan to fly, but emergencies do happen, circumstances do change, and we just want you to be prepared and aware of the options.
This is for state licenses, but there are other forms of IDs that TSA will accept. The most common is a passport.
Well, we like to make everybody smile, and Monday's a big day for us.
The local dentist's office providing free dental care for veterans. Do you remember this story? We did it on our Salute to Heroes segment a few weeks ago on Fox 19 Now at 6 o'clock. And now, in honor of Veterans Day, the business is offering unlimited service to service members. The founder of Project Smile stopped by the studio today, and Dr. Pierce telling us that his father inspired him to start this.
Growing up in the home with my father being a disabled vet, 100% disabled, medical treatment, dental treatment's always been difficult. Our foundation is set out to help bridge the gap for our disabled veterans in our country, any branch of service in the military, to kind of give them a head start and help them get healthy and be proud of their smile and give them a reason to go out and conquer. So those are our heroes, and we want to make sure that we take good care of them.
It's a great story. He got a little choked up there. I love that. 10 dentists will be at Fountain Square office to give these free services to local veterans. You don't have to be disabled, even though we were talking about disabled vets. Any veteran is welcome. Dr. Pierce says Project Smile has partnered with the Bengals Some players will be stopping by, showing their appreciation for our country's heroes. We have the full interview. It's good stuff on our website, Fox19.com. And really, Dr. Pierce, I call him like the dentist to the stars, because if you notice on the Cincinnati Bengals, a lot of them have perfect teeth. Chances are he had a big role in it.
Yeah.
He's very good.
So tell me about what Veterans Day looks like, number one. Number two, Sunday, if you're going to the Pete Rose Memorial,
right,
make sure you know that the rain is going to be there. Yeah, like a drizzle.
Yeah, I've got the forecast for all those events coming up right just a couple seconds. So we'll talk about it in detail. 52 right now at the International Airport. Beautiful look at downtown Cincinnati. That's the Taylor Southgate Bridge. It is open to southbound traffic, unlike 471. If you're heading up to UC to see the Bearcats play West Virginia, temperatures 49 for tailgating, up to 63 by halftime, into the low 60s during the game. Beautiful day for football. If you're heading to TQL Stadium, temperatures in the 60s for tailgating and a kickoff, dropping off a little bit because it starts at 4 p.m., unlike UC, which starts at noon, so another great day there. If you're heading down to downtown Cincinnati on Sunday to attend the Pete Rose Memorial, it's open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's 14 hours, by the way. Go to Gate A, which is at Crosley Terrace. Crosley Terrace is the part where all the statues of the players are. Look at those temperatures, though, upper 50s to lower 60s. Take your rain gear along, especially if you're going before late afternoon, because it's going to be wet. And then Veterans Day is coming up Monday, 47 in the morning, 2 p.m., 62. If there's a parade you're going to, something, it looks like a great day for Veterans Day. There's the weather maker that's coming our way. It's going to bring rainfall. Now, this is as of 10:20 p.m. Friday, and you can see everything's moving to the north and east. By the time we get to 6 a.m. Sunday, it's moving into the tri-state, so tomorrow dry with increasing cloud cover. By the time we get to afternoon and evening, it's gone, and then the next chance of rain comes in Wednesday on into Thursday. Right now, temperatures have dropped into the low 40s in many locations like Washington Courthouse, Hamilton, Middletown, Harrison, Madison, Batesville, to name a few. Falmouth at 45, and we are going to see temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s in the morning. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:13, 41 the overnight low temperature, and here's your 7-day forecast. A low temperature tonight of 41, 63 tomorrow. Clouds increase with rain coming in late Saturday. That's probably more like after midnight. FC Cincinnati plays, it's going to be dry. UC plays, it's going to be dry. I showed you the forecast then. First alert weather day for Sunday, it's a heads up. It's going to be wet. No flooding rain, no severe storms, just chilly rainfall much of the day. So if you're going down to the Pete Rose Memorial, in case you have to wait in line outside, you want your rain gear with you. 66 the high. Veterans Day, sunny with a high temperature of 62. 63, 67 for Tuesday and Wednesday evening. And Thursday, the chance of showers, back to dry weather on Friday. And all those temperatures right near normal for this time of year.
Cincinnati Reds saying their final goodbyes to the late Hit King.
What you need to know to pay your respects. Next. The Cincinnati Reds hosting a visitation at Great American Ballpark this weekend.
It's all to give fans the chance to honor Pete Rose. It's going to be Sunday from 7 till 9, 14 hours for Rose's jersey number 14. It is free. It is open to the public. The team says you're not going to be taking videos inside the visitation area out of respect for the family. So if you bringing flowers, memorabilia, just leave them at the Pete Rose statue on Crosley Terrace and then go ahead and walk into the stadium. You're asked to enter through the main gates at Crosley Terrace and then exit through Gate B.
So out of those 14 hours, is there one section that's better to attend versus the rest?
Later in the day. Early in the morning, the heaviest, most consistent rain, and as you get later and later. So if you wait till mid-afternoon into evening, you should be mostly dry then. But until then, wet.
But just be careful, because if you're coming on down on Sunday, know that traffic is a bear because of the closure.
It really is.
Oh, stay away. The bridge is terrible. I'm on it all the time. But if you go, good luck.
Yeah, and have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Keeping you informed anytime, anywhere, everywhere. Fox 19 Now is sponsored by Aquaproof. Don't just waterproof it, aquaproof it. Call Aquaproof for your customized waterproofing and drainage needs. No one size fits all here. This is the final quarter on Fox 19 Now. Sponsored by Ortho Sensi, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
What's going on? I am Jeremy. He is Joe. You have had almost a full 24 hours to just lay in bed and sulk and moan and cry and weep over the Bengals. And now you've made it. High school football.
Oh, it's to me now. Okay. Yeah, big night. High school playoffs in all 3 states now. That Kentucky, they've joined the show here and they're playing some playoff football. But in the second round of Ohio, our lead game tonight, St. X and Winton Woods, and away we go. Big time star power in this game. St. X quarterback Chase Herbstreit, Justin Hill, number 1 at our top 19. He's on the way to play at Alabama. Bryshon Brown, like Joe Burrow, creating time, throwing downfield. Ciante Stewart made like Jamar Chase and made a big play.
Ciante.
Chase Herbstreit now, look at this dime to Jake Britt. Dime. Oh, right in front of Austin Brisky, who's just back from Baltimore and straight onto the sidelines of the high school games. Herbstreit to Matthew Horst. I would say he's a dog, but he's a Horst. Touchdown Bombers and a game-changing play on deck. Let the F. It is Connor Bearswilt with the block. Alex Walker recovers in the end zone for the touchdown. That's St. X football. They play defense, they play special teams, and they win playoff games. 22-10, they knock out Winton Woods.
Elder and Lakota West, another banger. Yeah, plant that flag on the FQ. Caden Eastep, watch this, the double move, and then goes the other way to Joey Thaman. Like Jamar Chase on the Ravens, unguardable. Caden Eastep wasn't done. No one bought it. Actually, everyone did, and it works. He's going to scramble in for 6. Elder takes a 14-7 lead. What a game for Elder thus far, but game's not over. Sam Wiles got you back. Thanks, O-line. Rumbles into the end zone, ties the game at 14-all. And now it's winning time. Yeah, they like to flash the lights to celebrate. Sam Wiles again. What a playmaker he's been for Tom Bolden this season. Point after no good. 20-14 West. Can they hang on late in this game? Elder trying to win this. Cole Mundy says, sit down. Lakota West beats Elder 20-14. Oh yeah, St. X up next.
Welcome to Moe's. John Kitna, JT Kitna. Can the Kitnas beat Moeller? Can anybody beat Moeller? Tyler Jocelyn, more trips to the crib than Chris Brown. Pause. This is Moeller. Let's do some Motown. Matt Potatoski to Landon Adams. And if good looks was a minute, you know that you could be an hour. That is for the grandmas and the grandpas. Apologies to Lakota East. Tonight is all about Moeller. Matthew Fogler, the chiropractor. What an adjustment. Party at Barrett's. Just do it at the news desk. You used to work the assignment desk here. Moeller scores 55 and a regional quarterfinal win. 55.
Nothing drives like a GMC regional quarterfinal game. Hamilton-Princeton. Quick, name your favorite Tarantino movie.
Django.
Yes, you nailed it. Django Unchained. Tarantino, Brown, Freeman, Unchained. Nearly took it all the way. It's all good. D'Lo's got you. D'Angelo Birch finds Ryan O'Brien's Vikings doing it. And for that, he gets a touchdown chain. I want a chain for doing chores in the house. Hey, honey, did a chore. Hey, you get a chain. Now a trick play. D'Lo Birch to Antonio Hunter to David Hambrick. Oh, what a catch. And an FQ top 3 nominee. But back to my guy, Tarantino. I mean, this dude, Tarantino, is so good. Might put his name in Hollywood. A final quarter star tonight. Princeton rolls 37-7. Big Mo on tap.
Indian Hill and Clinton Massey in a scoreless game until we arrive. Division IV regional quarterfinal. Big play here. Every point mattered. Drew Synan a field goal, and Indian Hill dents the scoreboard first, 3-0. Here comes Clinton Massey. Cooper Carmack Rattle, rattle, thunder, claddle, boom, boom, boom. It's the Carmack man. Nice gain for Massey, but here comes Penn Picton to shut it down. Shut it down. This game would go into overtime. Indian Hill kicked a field goal to win it and then blocked Clinton Massey's to end the game. 16-13, Indian Hill is moving on.
You know what I love about Wyoming? It's a lot like Cheers. Everybody knows your name. Shout out to the student section, Cowboys calling me out, and I came over. Cowboys down early going deep, but like Tim the Toolman, too much power. Alter's John Keeley intercepts it. The Knights had a decent season. Cowboys haven't lost a game all season, and I understand who and what Alter is. But Wyoming should not now be down 28-0 in the first half. So that's the reality. Cowboys had a great season. David Dupuis and Josiah Galt, guess what? Just sophomores. They're going to be back and better than ever, but Alter better tonight by a lot. Final score, 42-0.
Let's make like the Wallflowers and watch Taft with one headlight. Not sure that's on the pregame playlist. Taft. Can you order a 30-piece at McDonald's?
I would.
Barbecue chicken alert. Monsana Torbert is the Cincinnati Kyler Murray. Hey, look, the bus from the Western Sports Mall is here. Bobby Sagers, Cincinnati's #1 referee family. About that 30-piece, Taft scored 30 in the first half. That's Robert Kelly. Step in the name of love. Aw, shucks, Kells. Taft beat the Brookville Noah Millers. I'm waiting for the logo.
You need to score.
It's part of the joke. There it is. Shouts to Tyler Williams. That is 40 wins in 4 years at Taft for coach.
Photog Austin drove from Baltimore for these highlights. Dedication. Big, non-healthy. Al's defense came to play, force a fumble. Number 9 recovers. Let's go, number 9. Malachi Smith is his name, if you don't know. Jameer Spain is a gamer, finds Larry Fannin. Fannin, this is not fair. Skirt! Into the end zone, touchdown, MTH. Jameer Spain now connects with Ace Cooper. Did you know nobody can hang with Mr. Cooper?
Yeah, nice reference.
What's the line? He's flexy and he knows it?
Yeah.
Get a shot of water for that. Photog Austin loves it. Jameer Spain still uncommitted. Kid is special. 3-star. Gonna do special things in college somewhere. By the way, can we go sound up because I believe he's him? Is that right?
And a Mount Healthy touchdown.
Here it comes. Just listen.
Good stuff. Man's still going. Hey, be urgent though. He's him.
There it is.
He's him.
Just wait. 30-14. Al's moving on.
Okay, so we are halfway through just the first segment of the show. That's how many games we have on here. I feel like I got to sneak in here so you can see me on TV. Hi there. Hey, Reagan. You're by yourself tonight.
I know. I'm sad. I kind of missed out on Gabby's, selfies before we get here.
That's all right.
I love it. Did you take any of yourself?
No, I didn't. That's not really my thing.
We'll catch one in post. Good highlights on the way,
Got
I'm
you.
sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
All right. Work wins. It's the mantra at Anderson, and let's just say they've been working this postseason. Handoff goes to Darrell Turner, easy money, and a Raptors touchdown, and they stand on business. Top 10 terrifying fat head right there. All right. Butler with the ball on the QB sneak, but Brady Kuhn is in on the takedown. And look who showed up tonight. Wait for it. It's 4th and 10. That's so bad. Not so merry, Mr. Grinch. Justice Burnham, the dual threat QB that no team should want to face in the playoffs. And a little shrug there like, I don't know what I just did. Oh, well, here's what you did. 6 runs in for 6. Anderson with a clear path to victory, 49-14. And it's on to the regional semifinals. And a blue cloud of smoke for the Bluebirds. First round against Collins, and talk about getting smoked. Adam Surrey, we'll just call him the Juke King. That monster run deserves some love, folks. Go like or retweet right now to make it #1 on the FQ Top 3. That sets up Devin James for a Highlands touchdown run, and that's 6 on the board for the good guys. Yeah, get it, Mr. Bluebird. Gotta have the best moves in the tri-state. Diego Race wants to join in on the party. Absolutely stuffs Collins QB. And that's going to get the boys riled up. Was it 50 degrees tonight? Nah, not for them. But this was ice cold. Cale Harris to Tatum Lorenzen. And that's another TD for the Birdies. Highlands, I love you. Really do. 45-0, the final score.
I'm so impressed that Reagan never jumped when the cannon exploded. I jump every time. Yeah. More highlights next on the FQ. The final quarter is back with a drone ride at Cincinnati Country Day. Highlights of the Nighthawks and their playoff game coming up. Now doubleheader in Indiana with Jackson McCarty.
It's sectional championship times out here in Indiana. We've got two teams from the tri-state that are still competing for the big one. We start at Batesville High School where the Lawrenceburg Tigers take on the Bulldogs. We start with a Tiger possession, and it's a tough start for the offense. Snap goes between quarterback Crew Gilmore's legs. He gets it back for just a second, but the Bulldogs defense keeps it live and takes it from Lawrenceburg. Batesville has it deep in the red zone. The handoff gets a little dicey for a second, but it's 6 points regardless. An early lead for the home team. Batesville back with it. Now this one never works for me on Madden, but Alex Kreckler can make it work. The wide receiver lets it fly to Gage Pullman, and he can handle the rest. 14-0 for the Bulldogs, and it really doesn't get too much closer the rest of the evening. Lawrenceburg fights hard, but they go down 21-7. Their season is over. Batesville moves on. Let's head to East Central now. Neither team had put any points on the board going into the second half. You see a missed field goal there, but don't you worry, the Trojans are a second half team. Ball flies over the head of Franklin Community's punter. He recovers, but EC won't have to go too far to get some points. Max Preps credits Ryan Minguez with over 200 rushing yards last week and 4 touchdowns. He adds another score here from inside the red zone, and you don't have to wait too long before you see him again. You know the Trojans are going to run you into the ground if you let them. But with Ryan Minguez's recent form, I don't really think there's much you could do to stop it either way. 68 yards on this one, and he can run this one straight to semi-states. EC blanks the Grizzly Cubs, 21-0 final score. For Fox 19 Now, I'm Jackson McCarty.
All right, from Indiana back to Ohio, round 2 of the high school football playoffs. We've seen so many trick plays in the highlights tonight. Whoa. Here is one more. This is Kings near the end of the first half. Grant Nuri, Nathan Tucker, Jackson Frisk. That cuts LaSalle's lead from once 28-7 to 28-14. Now Kings then gets the ball to start the second half, and Max Lockwood is about to score. 28-21, 14 unanswered. LaSalle needs a play. And when LaSalle needs a play, they let their quarterback eat. One of the best running quarterbacks in the tri-state, Patrick McLaughlin, 23-yard touchdown run. LaSalle needed it after a big comeback from Kings. Lancers win 35-27.
Kentucky Cooper is a state contender if they can survive in the first round against South Oldham. Keegan Mayer understood the assignment. 21 makes it 21 points for the Jags. 21-21. They lead by 2 scores in this game. No big deal. Love to see this, by the way. Austin Alexander has been through some adversity this season. Big-time playmaker, just keeps overcoming. Carolina commit with a big sack. This is a 1-score game in the 4th, but check the final score. Oh, no stress. Zone. 56-28 Jags.
Boy, that's going to be stuck in my head. Yeah, I know. Playoff football in Titletown. Give me your number and I'll ball out. Are you ready for some football?
There it is.
At me on Doc Talk. People named Chase score a lot of touchdowns. That 18 this season for Chase Flaherty as Beechwood tries to end its state championship drought of 1 year. Sounds like state semifinals is when Beechwood will be tested. That's not tonight. Clay Hayden, James Cusick. Continued good success of the playoffs, Jimmy.
Boy, oh boy.
First round games in Kentucky never disappoint. Beechwood a lot and Danville, well, very little.
CCPA about to light up your screen. Watch for the Joker mask. There it is. This Lions team is no joke. Facing Fort Loramie, CCPA. Can't spell CCPA without INT. Actually, you can. If you went to school and stuff. Bryant Richardson picks it off. Looks like he might skirt down the sideline like Tylan Wallace, but tackles were made. Tooth that tuba.
Burn.
Now the offense. Erie's Evans breaks not 1 but 2 tackles to pay dirt. CCPA is no joke. By the way, where did that mask go?
Jeremy, just wild. Just wild.
CCPA makes program history.
This is what you said was going to get you.
First ever second round win, 18-7 the final.
It got everybody. This must be Dublin Kaufman, because when I see these highlights, my heart doubles in size. One highlight, everyone knows the rules. Luke Baylor. Luke Skywalking on these haters. That's a touchdown to Cam Williams. But when you're watching the Army-Navy game in a few years, remember this name. That is Amari Valerio Hudson, committed to play football at Army. He ran for nearly 300 yards, 6 touchdowns. Lebanon's season ends in the second round of the playoffs.
No more dumb jokes for me, or weird mask shots. CCD hosting Ironton Rock Hill. Got some new faces in these highlights. Ryan Coyle with the touchdown. Coyle rules. By the way, Lee Thomas, 232, 3 touchdowns in this game for General Lee, but Brandon Profits about to make a profit for 6. And CCD, moving on, 56-20, the final score. There are 2 things you need to know about Lloyd. 1, they have great fireworks. 2, it's one of Jim Carrey's best characters. Photog Derek is a Fox 19 veteran, but got fooled on this one. Fooled you. They'll love you, Big Red. Tyler Copeland ties the game at 7-7. By the way, Lloyd's mascot slays me.
Who did him dirty?
I mean, that's like my nose in 20 years. Now Caleb Evans on a Meat Friday tutty. Splish splash, Lloyd takes it to Bath. 42-14 the final.
We call this an NYN, a name your number kind of game for Newcath against winless Trimble County. Caleb Cole starring as Clark Griswold in a quest for fun. Don't touch! Praise Marty Moose. No little brothers harmed in the making of that cutaway. Pop-up game at 99 for final quarter, Emmett. This is the weekend when running clock becomes a verb in Kentucky. Eddie Bivens here, and I'm running the show. Now you know. Newcath running clocked Trimble County 49-0.
All right, so let's catch up with the Cougs taking on Scott County in round one. Hey, buddy, get ready to learn the end zone. Buddy Collins finds the edge and the score for the Cardinals to go up 13-0. But Wyatt Hatfield carrying this team on his back and his legs. Lucky number 7 has wheels. A massive gain on the ground for Connor, and that sets up a touchdown run for QB1. It's Hatfield with a goal line score, and the 2-point attempt is good to make it 13-8, and they're going to take this one down to the wire. But Scott County comes out on top by a score 47-40. Now we had a camera down in Louisville tonight as well. Keeping up with SK, Tyson Weaver secures the tipped ball and picks off Mason Trimble. But this one went back and forth. 6-6 early on here. Now James Burnett about to burn ya. Brady Lee gets picked off, and now it's St. X's ball. Into the second quarter we go. Mason Trimble makes up for the INT by taking it INT, the end zone. An 18-yard rushing touchdown, and the Pioneers' expedition in the postseason is going to come to an early end. 48-13, the final down south.
Reagan, can I just say, glad you're in Cincinnati, not Louisville. If you know, you know. FQ Top 3 is next. Who takes number 1? You'll find out.
The Wyoming cheerleaders welcome us back to the final quarter. We have time for one play in the FQ Top 3. It is number 1 as you voted on X. Ryan Mingus, 68 yards. Jackson, is that correct? 68 yards for East Central. That's what they do. You see those pulling linemen and a running back popping free. East Central, they win a lot of playoff games. They won again tonight.
Not one, but 2 state champs crowned today, Madeira and Summit girls soccer. How about that?
Outstanding. Good night.
This is the final quarter on Fox 19 Now. Sponsored by OrthoSensi, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Welcome into the final quarter. Glad you stayed up. I am Jeremy Rao. He is Joe Daneman. Reagan Holgate on the way with highlights as well. This is the best 30 minutes in high school sports in America. We believe it. But we're about to get started with something else first.
Yes, before we go to the games, let's check in with the news desk for a check of your news and weather before the highlights.
Let's get you caught up on today's news stories.
A Claremont County man accused of killing one of his 4-month-old daughters, they're twins, made his first court appearance. Investigators say that Andrew Kammerer called 911 Monday, saying that his daughter wasn't breathing after she fell off of a changing table. The child died at the hospital. Court records say the baby's injuries were not consistent at all with the fall, and her twin sister showed signs of previous injuries. He has been indicted on 10 charges, including aggravated murder. Today, a judge set bond at $5 million.
A Talawanda High School teacher on paid administrative leave pending an investigation into social media post that was allegedly recorded on school property. Oxford police say they're investigating the teacher, but cannot release any reports associated with the case at this time.
1 week after the Daniel Carter Beer Bridge, the Big Mac, was closed due to that massive fire, ODOT says the repairs are on track. You should still expect delays, though, getting in and out of events. Southbound 471, it's still shut down. There is no timeline, and there is a single-lane closure northbound.
Now your first alert weather forecast on Fox 19 Now.
Well, hi, everybody. This is meteorologist Steve Horstmeyer. We've got the sky clearing around the tri-state. It'll be mostly clear, a few high, thin clouds every once in a while overnight, and the next weather maker is coming in from the south and west. It's going to bring rain in here, and I think most of the day Sunday looks to be wet around the tri-state. Airport temperatures as we headed into the overnight hours, dropping from the 40s into the 50s, and by tomorrow morning down to about 41. Sunrise is at 7:13 a.m. So here's your 7-day forecast. We're looking at a low overnight of 41, 63 the high. Both UC and FC Cincinnati play on a great Saturday. Sunday's a first alert weather day. Looks like chilly rain, breezy throughout the day, most of the day wet. So if you have a chance of moving your plans from Sunday to Saturday, Saturday's the better day outside. Highs in the 60s for a while, dropping into the 50s by the end of the 7-day forecast. We go back into a rainy pattern Wednesday night into Thursday as another chance of rain comes back into the tri-state. And that's it for now. We go to Joe and Jeremy.
Okay, here we go. Round 2 of the playoffs. Star Power, Chase Herbstreit. Justin Hill, who's going to play college football in Alabama. St. X, Winton Woods. Bryshon Brown, like Joe Burrow, just run around and throw the ball down there somewhere to, Ciante Stewart.
Ciante.
Big play for Winton Woods. But here comes St. X. Chase Herbstreit. Watch this throw to Jake Britt. That is a dime. Final quarter crew, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, final quarter crew, off camera, make dog noises. I would say Matthew Horst is a dog, but guys, he's a Horst. But
you can lead a dog to water. But
hey, there's the monster. Another big play for St. X here. That is Connor Bearswitt with the block. Alex Walker recovers. You play defense, you play special teams, you win football games. That's what St. X does. Hi, Blake. Hope we're still buds. 22-10, Bombers advance.
Christmas came early. Elder and Lakota West, another banger. Planting the flag on the final quarter. Caden Eastep, got him. Got him. Joey Thaman, like Jamar Chase on the Ravens, unguardable. Caden Eastep wasn't done. Man, what a game this was. Takes off and finds his way for 6. Elder up 14-7 right into your living room. But West, you knew they would have an answer. Sam Wiles, what a playmaker he has been for Tom Bolden and the Birds. Ties the game 14-all, and now it's winning time. What you got, West? I always love to flash the lights there. Sam Wiles again with some blockers. And he scoots into the end zone again. The point after would not be good, so West is up 20-14. Elder has time to go win this. But Cole Mundy says, sit down. Had other plans. How about that? Lakota West beats Elder 20-14. Oh yeah. Clap on him. St. X up next.
What's up, Coach B? Welcome to Moe's. John Kitna, JT Kitna. Can the Kitnas beat Moeller? Can anyone beat Moeller? Tyler Jocelyn, more trips to the crib than Chris Brown. Pause. This is Moeller. Let's do some Motown. Can you snap?
Sure.
Snap with me.
Oh.
No, like real snap.
Yeah.
Matt Ponatoski, Landon Adams. If good looks was a minute, you know that you could be an hour. Wow. Name the group.
The Mamas and the Papas.
Temptations. That's for the grandmas and the grandpas.
Sorry.
Matthew Fogler, the chiropractor. That adjustment, though. Party at Barrett's. Moeller scores 55 and a regional quarterfinal win. They're ranked #1 for a reason.
I should have got that one.
That's okay.
Nothing drives like a GMC regional quarterfinal game. Hamilton, Princeton. Quick, name your favorite Tarantino.
The Hateful Eight.
Hateful, that's a good one.
See, here's the Hateful
I like
Seven.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
No, actually Django.
But Django's the answer. And Tarantino Brown Freeman is unchained. Almost went all the way. It's all good. D'Lo Birch has got it. Finds Ryan O'Brien's. Vikings doing that thing. And for that, he's going to get a touchdown chain.
Do it wobble to the flow.
So like they do the turnover chain, but it's a touchdown chain. I got you. Now a trick play. D'Angelo Birch, Antonio Hunter, David Hambrick. What a catch! That's an FQ Top 3 nominee. I think it should be #1.
Oh?
You vote on Twitter/X. Back to my guy Tarantino. This dude is so good. Put his name in Hollywood. A final quarter star tonight. Speed. And that ref, by the way, I think outran him.
Yeah.
Princeton wins 37-7. They get, oh yeah, Big Mo next.
Indian Hill and Clinton Massey. No score when we showed up in this Division IV regional quarterfinal. Every point matters. See, sometimes you just take the points.
Kickers matter.
Drew Sinan, 3-0 Indian Hill. But here comes Clinton Massey. It's what they do. They run the ball. Cooper Carmack, rattle, rattle, thunder, clatter, boom, boom, boom. It's the Carmack man. But Indian Hill answers. Penn Picton. This guy makes the highlights.
Boom.
Almost every week. Defense and special teams. I've said it twice. This game went to overtime. Indian Hill kicked a field goal. Then they blocked Clinton Massey's. Indian Hill is moving on. 16-13, the final score in OT.
You know what I love about Wyoming? It's a lot like Cheers. Everybody knows your name, and they always shout your name at Wyoming.
Did they ask for your Snapchat?
They did not this time. This said come back for basketball season. Snapchat's in Baltimore. Okay! Alters John Keeley with a big-time play, picks it off. Knights had a decent season. Okay. Cowboys haven't lost the game all season. I know who and what Alter is and what it's about. Wyoming should not be down 28-0 in the first half. That's reality. But the Cowboys, they're going to come back strong. David Dupuis, the quarterback, Josiah Galt, his receiver, just sophomores. But they were not better than Alter in this game. Alter by a bunch, 42-0 the final score.
Let's make like the Wallflowers and watch Taft with one headlight. Not sure that one's on the pregame playlist. Taft.
Good guess.
Can you order a 30-piece in McDonald's?
I don't know.
Barbecue chicken alert.
You had barbecue?
Monsana Torbert is the Cincinnati Kyler Murray. And the bus from the Western Sports Mall is here. Bobby Sagers, Cincinnati's #1 referee family. About that 30-piece. Taft scored 30 in the first half. This is Robert Kelly. Step in the name of love. Ah, shucks, Kells. Taft beat the Brookville Noah Millers. It's the logo.
Yeah.
It's the logo.
I mean the score. The scoreboard.
Yeah. The logo on the score.
Okay.
Okay, shouts to head coach Tyler Williams. Look, it's just because Noah looks like a devil. Taft wins.
Photog Austin drove from Baltimore for this game because he loves Friday nights in Cincinnati. Dedication. Baden Mount Healthy. Al's defense doing things. Force a fumble. Number 9 recovers. Let's go, number 9. Malachi Smith is the name of the player, by the way. Jameer Spain now. Gonna find Larry Fannin. Fannin, that ain't fair.
Hey.
Skirt. into the end zone. I had to go high for that one. Touchdown, Mount Healthy. Jameer Spain not done. Connects with Ace Cooper. Ace is the place. Well, Ace is going to find the end zone, actually. We don't do free commercials here. Austin likes water, Photog Austin, so he gets water shots. Did that his entire internship and annoyed the heck out of us. Then we hired him. Jameer Spain is still uncommitted. Love you, Austin. Jameer Spain is special. How special is he? Well, his teammates think he's pretty good. In fact, can we go sound up here?
Hey, be urgent though. He's him. He's him.
Okay, Joe says that to me every day at work. Mount Healthy wins by 16.
Okay, so you mentioned Team Snapchat is in Baltimore. Gabby, we miss you. We hope you're watching. And Reagan, are you lonely over there by yourself?
Yeah, I said that earlier. It's lonely over here. It's kind of quiet too.
That's okay. That means you get more highlights tonight. Are you pumped?
I'm so excited.
Reagan, you still carry, okay? You carry.
I do, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Work wins. The mantra at Anderson here. And let's just say they've been working this postseason. Handoff goes to Darrell Turner. Easy money and a Raptors touchdown. And they stand on business, folks. Top 10 terrifying fathead. I'm going to see it in my nightmares. Butler with the ball on the QB sneak, but Brady Kuhn is in on the takedown. And look who showed up tonight. Wait for it. It's 4th and 10. That's so bad. Not so merry, Mr. Grinch. Justice Burnham, the dual threat QB that no team should want to face in the playoffs. And a little shrug like, I don't know. Oh, well, here's what you do know. 6 runs in for 6. Anderson with a clear path to victory, 49-14. And it's on to the regional semifinals. And a blue cloud of smoke for the Blue Birds. First round against Collins, and talk about getting smoked. Adam Surrey, folks, we'll just call him the Juke King. That monster run deserves some love. Go like or retweet right now to make it #1 on the FQ Top 3. Now that sets up Devin James for a Highlands touchdown run, and that's 6 on the board for the good guys. Yeah, get it, Mr. Bluebird. He's got the best moves in the tri-state. Diego Reyes wants to join in on the party, absolutely stuffs Collins QB, and that'll get the boys riled up. Wasn't even 50 degrees tonight, not for them, but this was ice cold. Cale Harris laterals to Tatum Lorenzen, and that's another TD for the Birdies. Highlands, I love you. I really do. 45-0 the final.
So many trick plays tonight. We're not done with trick plays. Also, state contender maybe on a little bit of upset alert. It's next on the FQ. Come on and take a drone ride. Philip Krinsky on the 1s and 2s at Cincinnati Country Day. Highlights of the Nighthawks coming up. But we need to check in on Indiana. A doubleheader night for Jackson McCarty in the Hoosier State.
It's sectional championship times out here in Indiana. We've got 2 teams from the tri-state that are still competing for the big one. We start at Batesville High School where the Lawrenceburg Tigers take on the Bulldogs. We start with a Tiger possession, and it's a tough start for the offense. Snap goes between quarterback Crew Gilmore's legs. He gets it back for just a second, but the Bulldogs defense keeps it live and takes it from Lawrenceburg. Batesville has it deep in the red zone. The handoff gets a little dicey for a second, but it's 6 points regardless. An early lead for the home team. Batesville back with it. Now this one never works for me on Madden, but Alex Kreckler can make it work. The wide receiver lets it fly to Gage Pullman, and he can handle the rest. 14-0 for the Bulldogs, and it really doesn't get too much closer the rest of the evening. Lawrenceburg fights hard, but they go down 21-7. Their season is over. Batesville moves on. Let's head to East Central now. Neither team had put any points on the board going into the second half. You see a missed field goal there, but don't you worry, the Trojans are a second half team. Ball flies over the head of Franklin Community's punter. He recovers, but EC won't have to go too far to get some points. Max Preps credits Ryan Minguez with over 200 rushing yards last week and 4 touchdowns. He adds another score here from inside the red zone, and you don't have to wait too long before you see him again. You know the Trojans are going to run you into the ground if you let them. But with Ryan Minguez's recent form, I don't really think there's much you could do to stop it either way. 68 yards on this one, and he can run this one straight to semi-states. EC blanks the Grizzly Cubs, 21-0 final score. For Fox 19 Now, I'm Jackson McCartney.
Back to Ohio, Kings and LaSalle. We've talked about the number of trick plays tonight. This is the end of the first half with Kings down by 3 touchdowns. Grant Nuri to Nathan Tucker to Jackson Frisk.
Frisky.
Big play. It's 28-14. Now Kings gets the ball to start the second half, and if they score here, they're back in this game. Max Lockwood, maximum effort. 28-21 now, so LaSalle needs a play. And whenever the Lancers need a play, they go to their quarterback. He's one of the best running quarterbacks in the tri-state, Patrick McLaughlin, 23-yard touchdown run. LaSalle needed every point tonight against a good Kings team, 35-27. Lancers advance.
He's not the Mac Daddy, he's the Mac Sonny. Cooper, a state contender in Kentucky, if they can survive in the first round against South Oldham. Keegan Mayer understood the assignment. 21 makes it 21 points for the Jags. They lead by 2 scores in this game. Felt like they were cruising at that time. Now, I got to say, you love to see this. Austin Alexander has been through a lot of adversity this season, just keeps overcoming and making plays. The Carolina commit, a big sack right there. This was a 1-score game in the fourth quarter, and then Cooper hit the gas. I mean, all Jets from there. They win 56-28.
Playoff football in Titletown. Give me your number, and I'll ball out. Are you ready for some football? Awesome, guys.
Balmy.
People named Chase score a lot of touchdowns. That is 18 this season for Chase Flaherty as Beechwood tries to end its state championship drought at 1 year. Sounds like state semifinals is when Beechwood will be tested. That's not tonight. Clay Hayden, James Cusick, continued good success at the playoffs, Jimmy. First round games, they never disappoint in Kentucky. Beechwood wins by, just that much.
CCPA about to light up your screen. Watch for the Joker mask. Lions team is no joke, Joe. Facing Fort Loramie.
This is me walking out.
Can't spell CCPA without INT. Actually, if you went to grade school, you realize that's not true. But Brian Richardson picks it off. Bryant. Almost got all the way down the sideline. I'm going to tuba his horn. Now the offense. Erie's Evans breaks not 1, but 2 tackles. Gets the Patriot.
I can't handle what's coming.
Lions are no joke. I mean... They win 18-7. I'm not going to make it. Big win, program history.
No, he's doing it. This must be doubling Kaufman because when I see these highlights, my heart doubles in size. 0 for 2. One highlight, everybody knows the rules. Luke Failer is skywalking on those haters. That is a touchdown to Cam Williams. But when you're watching the Army-Navy game in a few years, remember this young man. That is Kaufman quarterback Amari Valerio Hudson, committed to play football at Army. He ran for nearly 300 yards and 6 touchdowns. Lebanon season ends in the second round of the playoffs. More Final Quarter next.
Louis Colopy to kick off for the Thoroughbred.
11, 12, 13, 14, get down, 14, let's go.
Is that our guy Emmett?
Emmett and his friend Luke, they tried one hand at the end. I'm going to give it to him.
Beast. CCD, Ironton Rock Hill. This is a new cast member, one we don't see as often. Ryan Coyle with the touchdown. By the way, Lee Thomas, 232 and 3 touchdowns. You want to pick on me? Brandon Profits with the pick 6. And the Nighthawks do what they do, 56-20 winners.
I hope people know what the "do you want to pick on me" is from.
I think maybe one person. Things I love about Lloyd, great fireworks, and one of the best characters in movie history. Dumb and Dumber. Photog, Derek is a veteran. Got fooled there, but it's cool. We still love you, man. Tyler Copeland, Beastly with the touchdown. I'm not talking about the mascot and its nose.
Squeeze his nose.
I do kind of want to honk his nose. Caleb Evans with the touchdown. Splish, splash, Lloyd takes it to Bath. 42-14 the final score.
We call this an NYN, a name your number kind of game for Newcath against winless Trimble County. Caleb Cole starring as Clark Griswold in a quest for fun. Don't touch! Praise Marty Moose. Sorry. No little brothers harmed in the making of that cutaway. Hey, pop-up game at 99 for Final Quarter Emmett. This is the weekend when running clock becomes a verb in Kentucky. Eddie Bivens here, and he's running the show. Now you know, Newcath, running clock, Trimble County, 49-0.
All right, so Reagan, it's late. I've already cried.
You laughed.
I've composed myself. I've laughed.
Cried.
Sure.
What else you got to do?
The FQ crew is getting unhinged over here. So can you save the show?
I've got it.
Okay, thanks.
Let's go. All right, we're going to catch up with the Cougs, taking on Scott County in round 1 here. And hey, buddy, get ready to learn the end zone. Buddy Collins finds the edge and the score for the Cardinals to go up 13-0. But Wyatt Hatfield carrying this team on his back and with his legs. Lucky number 7 has wheels. A massive gain on the ground for Connor, and that sets up a touchdown run for QB1. It's Hatfield at the goal line. The 2-point attempt is good to make it 13-8, and they will take this one down to the wire, but Scott County comes out on top by just a score, 47-40. Now we had a camera down in Louisville tonight as well. Keeping up with SK, Tyson Weaver secures the tip ball and picks off Mason Trimble. Now this one was pretty back and forth early on, 6-6, but James Burnett, he's about to burn ya. Brady Lee gets picked off, and now it's St. X's ball. In the second quarter we go. Mason Trimble makes up for the INT by taking it INT, the end zone. An 18-yard rushing touchdown, and the Pioneers' expedition in the postseason is coming to an early end. 48-13, the final down south.
All right, Reagan, good stuff. Time to find out who's taking number 1 in the FQ Top 3. You voted on Twitter/X. Winner up next. Plus, maybe we crown a champion in state soccer. Stay with us.